Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to draw a gingerbread house since we're getting ready for the holiday season. You'll need a paper, something to draw with, some crayons, and some word cards, or you can just write out a sentence. Let's get started. To draw a gingerbread house, you're going to start near the top of the paper and you're going to draw a wide V that's upside down. You're going to make that same shape right underneath. This time it's going to be just a little smaller. Start at the point, come down, and make another line coming down. At the end of the first wide V that you drew, you're going to come down, curve around to the bottom, and go up to connect it to that second one. You're going to do the same thing on the other side. Come down, curve, and go up and connect it. Find about the middle of that loop that you just made and make a straight line coming down. You're going to do the same thing on the other side. At the bottom, you're going to draw some gumdrops. Remember, we made gumdrops on our gingerbread man video. To draw the gumdrop, you're going to make a thin rainbow shape and then make a curved line to connect it at the bottom. I'm going to do a few of these on each side. Do the same thing on the other side. Short rainbow shape, little curve at the bottom. Short rainbow shape with a curve at the bottom. Next, I'm going to connect the bottom of my house with a straight line. On the side of my house, I'm going to trace that line that I made down, come up, and make a curve out. At the end of that curve, I'm going to make a short line that comes in, then I'm going to curve it up like a short rainbow. But this time I'm going to come all the way back down and connect it at the bottom. This is going to be a candy cane. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Trace the line up and make that rainbow shape. Stop, make a short line in, make another rainbow shape that comes all the way down this time and connects at the bottom. I'm going to do the same things on the inside too. Trace up, make the rainbow shape and stop, make the line in, shorter rainbow shape or smaller, then come down, and this one ends at my gumdrop. Again, do the same thing on the other side. Trace that line up, rainbow shape, short line in, smaller rainbow shape, and go all the way down. To make them candy canes, I simply add stripes inside. I slant my stripes, but you can make them straight, or you can slant them just like I did. I'm going to do this on each candy cane that I just made. I'm going to come back to that original points that I made, and I'm going to make another wide V shape. This one's going to be just a little bit smaller, but it's going to be parallel to those other lines that I made. Come straight down and slide right down. I make these lines come down just a little bit with straight lines on the ends of them, and then I'm going to connect them to the sides. And I do that using straight lines. Right underneath, I'm going to draw a circle, and then another circle inside. This is going to be a window by adding a cross shape inside, And so I can make it look like a peppermint, I'm gonna add those lines again. They'll match my candy canes. On the sides of my window, I'm going to draw some hearts. This just gives a little added decoration. If you can't draw hearts, you can always draw some gumdrops. It's up to you. Next, I'm going to come down to the bottom of my house and I'm going to add a door. I'm going to do this by making another long rainbow shape. I come up, curve over, make that rainbow shape, and come all the way down. My door will also get a window, so I'll add that circle again. And I add the cross in between, and I make another circle for doorknobs. Next, I'm going to add a chimney. So I'm going to come over to the side, and I'm going to start not by connecting the lines just yet, but I'm going to start by starting at the top of the roof and making one short line up. That's all I'm going to make for now because I want to make the top of my chimney look like it has icing on it. So I do kind of a wavy line going all the way over. Then I stop and I'm going to make a flat rainbow shape to connect it. So I come to where I started, make a flat rainbow shape, connect it, and then I can make that other straight line down so it looks like a chimney. Next, I'm just going to add some decorations. I do this by adding circles. When I color them in, they'll look like little pieces of candy. So all across the top of my chimney, or the top of my roof, I'm going to make some circles. They can go any way you want. There's no wrong way to do this. I'm also going to add some circles going around my door so that when I color that in too, it will look like more pieces of candy. Inside my roof, I just want to add a little more decoration. So I'm going to make that roller coaster line that I've shown you before. It comes up, twirls around, and goes any which way you want, and finishes at the end. Now, I have my basic gingerbread house, but let's color it in. Are we ready? Now that we colored in our picture, let's take a look at some trick words. Remember, trick words, sight words, or know by heart words are words that you can't necessarily sound out. You have to memorize them. Let's go over a few now. This word is the. Read it with me. The. Let's spell it. T-H-E. The word is the. This word is go. Read it with me. Go. Let's spell it. G-O. And the word is go. This word is to. Read it with me. To. Let's spell it. T-O. And the word is to. This word is like. Read it with me. Like. Let's spell it. L-I-K-E. And the word is like. This word is you. Read it with me. You. Let's spell it. Y-O-U. The word is you. My last word is do. Read it with me. Do. Let's spell it. D-O. And the word is do. Now that we've gone over our trick words, we're ready to write. Let's get started with our writing. Our sentence today is going to be, do you like to go in the gingerbread house? Let's start with our first word, do. Do you remember how to spell do? We're going to start at the top and left of our writing paper. And I write an uppercase D because this is how we start a sentence, and then a lowercase o. D-O spells do. Let's read. Do you. Do you remember how to spell you? Add a finger space and write Y-O-U, you. Fingers ready to read. Do you like? Do you remember how to spell like? Add a finger space and write L-I-K-E, like. Fingers ready. Do you like to? Do you remember how to spell to? Add a finger space and write T-O, two. Fingers ready. Let's read. Do you like to go? Do you remember how to spell go? Add another finger space and write G-O, go. Fingers ready again. Let's read. Do you like to go in? In, we can tap out using our sounds or our fingers. I'm going to put a chip down for each sound that I hear in. I, N, in. What was that first sound that I heard in? If you said I, you're correct. That's the letter I. Let's say the sounds again. I, N. That second sound is N. The letter that makes that sound is the letter N. Now that I'm finished tapping I, N, I have the word in. Let's go back and read again. Do you like to go in the? Do you remember how to spell the? I'm running out of room, so I'm going to swing back to the left and go right underneath. And I'm going to write T-H-E, the. Fingers ready to read again. Do you like to go in the gingerbread? Gingerbread is a really big word. If you think you'd like to try sounding it out, you can pause the video and do that now. If you're not quite ready to sound out all the sounds you hear in gingerbread, you can copy my label. Gingerbread. Now I'm going to go back to the top and I'm going to read my sentence again. Do you like to go in the gingerbread house? House is another word that's kind of hard to sound out. If your child's ready to sound it out, you can pause the video and have them tap out the sounds they hear in house. If they're not quite there yet, they can copy my label for house. Don't forget to add a finger space first and then write the word. Fingers ready again. Let's read. Do you like to go in the gingerbread house? This sounds like it's a question. Do you know what kind of punctuation we use for a question? If you said a question mark, you are correct. And now you could answer that question. Fingers ready? Do you like to go in the gingerbread house? I think I would love to go in the gingerbread house, but I might try to eat it. I hope you enjoyed drawing this gingerbread house, and I hope you enjoyed doing this lesson. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye!